My name is Amol Nirgadkar. I'm the CEO of Patient Prism. I'm sitting here with Dr. Len Tao, who, as we all know, is the reputation doctor. Dr. Tao speaks at conferences all across the country and really teaches dentists the importance of building an online reputation. And is also, if you've seen him at booths, at the Birdeye booth, which is an incredible company that helps build an online reputation, but also helps you market your online reputation. So talk to us about this sentence I heard from you earlier was, not all reviews are created equal. And let's start talking about that, and then let's talk about Birdeye a little bit.
So, as we are going to get into here, once the reviews are generated, and you want to use a process that enables the patients to do it easily, because if not, they won't do it.
Right.
So you want to use a text message process that sends it out automatically after the appointments. It allows them to be auto-logged into their software and to put it on Google or Facebook. I mean, that's the gist of what we do.
Sure.
Once you generate the reviews and you're getting these reviews from your patients, and you obviously have 50, 100, 150 reviews, I mean, you would think that you're going to be, a highly ranked office in your area, but that's not the key to being found online. So, as we may have mentioned earlier, or as we did mention earlier, having credibility without visibility is a major problem. And the vice versa, having visibility with no credibility, that's also a problem.
Right.
So you need both.
Right.
Okay. One is because it creates trust with your patients.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And if your patients trust you, they buy from you. So that's the ultimate goal.
Absolutely.
Is you want them to come and you want them to spend money. Okay.
Amen.
So, and how do you get that? That credibility and visibility.
Sure.
Is you've got to have everything kind of cooking for you. So what makes us different than the other companies is that we provide all of those things. We get the visibility and the credibility. I was just listening to a dentist online talking about how he's using another company to generate reviews, and the company that he's using generates a ton of reviews, and they do a great job. But that company doesn't focus on the other things that are important, which is citation claiming. They're a newer office, and they're very inconsistent with their listings. So they're brand new. They don't have that rank online that's necessary. And I looked them up, and they were literally like on page 3 of a Google search on the maps.
Wow.
So they have that credibility, but you can't find them. So the only people that are able to find them are if you do an exact Google search for their office. So in other words, the only people they're getting are probably ones that are referred to them. Because that's the only way you're able to find their Google reviews right now, is if you actually type them in by name.
Right.
If you type in dentist in their town, you can't find them until page 3.
Oh my goodness.
So
Which is, nobody looks at that.
Right, well that's a problem, and that's the point, is that the fact is what we do is we help them get to page 1 of Google faster because we're doing those other things. So just generating reviews is not the only thing that you need to do. And that's what makes our platform different than others, is because we're doing all those other things that help somebody get not only visibility, but credibility, and also the social proof. Because when someone types your name into Google, you want there to be more than just Google reviews.
I see. So you want Yelp or maybe Facebook and you want consistent information that's reported, so that Google at the end of the day helps your SEO as well.
Correct, and that's local SEO more than anything else. It's because it's that map ranking. Because any term, dentist near me, dentist in my town, dentist, dentist at my cities, dentist at my zip code.
Right.
These are all called local searches, and these local searches are determined by that map of 3 people. I call it Googleopoly, because there's those 3 maps. Those 3 listings are so valuable.
Right.
There's only 1 paid listing there, and you can pay to get there. But those 3 listings are so valuable nowadays that they're like Boardwalk and Park Place, and if you can't get in those map section of Google, like literally 52% of the clicks happen from position 1, 25% from position 2,
wow.
16 from position 3, and less than that from anywhere less below that, because nobody clicks on the more places.
What's page 3 click? Nothing?
It's like 0.
0.
So if you're not in that map pack of those 3,
right,
you're basically invisible on the local search.
And is it difficult to get all the citations done, or you guys just do it automatically?
Well, there are services that provide just those things. So companies like Yext, Moz Local, White Spark, these are all companies that provide those services. Okay. We included it in our services because we know how important it is to that local search facilitation, because you can't have one without the other. Right. And again, I have practices with 300 reviews, and they have so many more than anybody else, but you can't find them. The missing link is this citation claim.
Citation claim. So this is what really is, and so with credibility, with visibility, and with social proof, you kind of connect all the dots so that you better SEO, people can find you, and they find you credible, and then the patient gives you a call and they come in.
And they end up coming in. I mean, just as an example, I use a scheduling service to answer my new patient phone calls.
Nice.
And they wrote in the first thing they wrote is, patient wants to come in for a consultation, loves Dr. Tao reviews. I see that, I mean, it happens all the time.
Nice.
I get about 40 new patients a month, and about 25 of them a month are directly reflected from my reviews online every single month.
That's unbelievable, and I definitely recommend our audience to check out Dr. Tao, his website, number one, and what he's doing with his online reputation reviews. And then definitely check out Birdeye, because it seems to be the company that it's connecting the dots with your reputation. So thank you so much for this segment.
Thanks very much.